Lesson 2, Eeyore. Welcome to the final lesson in this project. We're ready for the challenge. So, what are we going to draw now, Professor? I'm glad you asked. I'm sure you're all familiar with Pooh's friend, Eeyore. He's one of my favorites. Eeyore lives a quiet life on the outskirts of the forest in a house made of sticks. He has a bit of a gloomy personality. He's known for losing his tail occasionally. Sometimes he uses other objects to replace it. Inventive, a bit like myself. Last night I couldn't find my paintbrush, so I used spaghetti instead. Is that hygienic? We're going to start by drawing Eeyore's outline. The blue sketch should be a pretty good guide. The pads of Eeyore's feet are flattened to show his weight. Much like a big sack of beans, the bottom of the shape is squashed against the ground. Keep this in mind when you draw soft things pressed against the surface. We're going to start coloring in on the bottom layer. You can adjust the tool size to color in the ears more easily. We're not going to start shading our drawing. Our light source is in the top left corner. So the shadows should be in the bottom, right? Correct. We're going to use the lower opacity for our shading so we can build it up gradually. We're going to add some simple highlights in this set. Let's start adding some details. We're going to use all 3 layers again in this lesson. We'll draw the insides of Eeyore's legs and the bottom of his belly. The pastel can seem hard to control for details, but it gives a nice textured result. Now we can color in the Eeyore's snout, inner ear, and the ribbon on his tail. We're going to use the pencil to draw Eeyore's eyes. The pencil is finer than a pastel. It makes it easier to draw smaller details. Continuing with the pencil, we'll add some more details to Eeyore's face. Remember to zoom in. I turned off the overlay. We won't need it as we draw Eeyore's hair. Every day is a bad hair day for Eeyore. Eeyore's mane is longer on the top of his head and shorter farther down his neck. Try to arrange it into pointy segments rather than drawing individual strands. We're going to return to the top layer to add some outlines to Eeyore's tail. Add details to the ribbon and draw the base of the tail where it's pinned to his body. You'll need to switch back to the bottom layer to color the base of the tail. Next, we'll draw Eeyore's seams and stitches, and also the bags under his eyes. For our final step, we're going to add bright highlights to Eeyore's back and ear. This will make him look even rounder and softer. We only want to add a little bit of white, so dab carefully with the pastel. That was the last step, but the last lesson of this project. The last of the, You lost me at step. There's a lot to consider if you want to get the volume and weight of a character right. Shading and highlighting are great tools to describe volume. While also keep in mind how things react with the ground. I've learned that soft things make squishy shapes. How are we doing, team? Not too bad, Professor. It's not my strongest work so far, but I feel like I learned a lot along the way. Good. Sometimes the process is more important than the end result. I'm sure your new knowledge will aid you in future lessons.